The world is a myriad of possibilities, from gene therapy to shape-shifting robots to virtual reality and now augmented reality. 20 years ago, it would have been crazy to think we could have combined real-world and computer-generated content, or that we would be able to operate computers with nothing but a contact lens. This is what is known as augmented reality. If you're not a science nerd like me, you may be wondering, what is augmented reality? In simple terms, augmented reality, or AR for short, is all about blending the real and virtual worlds to create something entirely new and exciting. It's a technology that allows us to enhance the real world with digital content through holographic technology, enabling the virtual to interact with the physical environment. Okay, think of it this way. While virtual reality wants reality entirely in a digital world, AR wants to enrich our perception of the real world by using computer-generated images, video, sound, and other details. It's like creating an entirely new perspective of reality for our brains. So how does it work? Inside any device that creates AR content, virtual 3D images can overlay real-world objects based on their geometrical relationship. The device must be able to calculate the position and orientation of objects relative to others, so the combined image is projected on mobile screens, AR glasses, and other devices such as contact lenses. These AR contact lenses would serve as the main talking point in this video, but first I would like to lay the groundwork for how augmented reality came to be. A little history lesson, everyone. In 1968, the first AR technology was developed at Harvard by Ivan Sutherland, often called the father of computer graphics, and Bob Spruley. Sutherland and Spruley created an AR head-mounted display system to superimpose virtual information onto the physical environment. This was called the Sword of Damocles. Kinda cool in a punk rock way. This technology has then been advanced by companies, universities, labs, and national agencies over decades. However, it wasn't until 2008 that the first commercial AR application was developed. German agencies in Munich created a printed magazine ad for a BMW Mini that appeared on the computer screen when held in front of a camera. By manipulating the paper, users could control and view the virtual car from different angles. This was one of the first marketing campaigns that allowed interaction with a digital model in real time. This groundbreaking AR application inspired other brands to put content on a screen and have consumers interact with it through physical tracking markers. In 2011, National Geographic showcased rare and extinct animal species walking through a shopping mall. In 2011 also, Disney showed cartoon characters interacting with people on the street in Times Square, while in 2013, Coca-Cola tried to simulate environmental problems. These AR displays were used to engage customers at events or public spaces, but they required considerable investment and weren't always scalable. Still, it's so clear that since the early 2010s, augmented reality had already started taking off. But the real shift happened when AR usage left just advertisement and started affecting how we relate to and consume products. Imagine virtually trying on a watch or a piece of jewelry from the comfort of your own home. This technology was groundbreaking at the time because it gave customers a better sense of what a product would look like on them before they even purchased it. Even the Apple Watch was available for a similar virtual try-on. This process wasn't always perfect. The task of printing out and cutting a unique paper model to fit one's finger or wrist was somewhat clunky and required effort from the consumer. But that didn't stop people from trying it out and having fun with it. Fast forward a few years and the most significant AR technology was introduced to use in the form of a tiny contact lens.
We're building Mojo Lens, which is, we believe, the world's first augmented reality smart contact lens.
A US startup called Mojo Vision has developed a contact lens that delivers an augmented reality display right in front of your eyes. That's right, you can now get information and notifications without looking at your phone or tablet. And not just that, you can interact with the display using just your eye movements.
Think of it like a spotlight that follows your eyes wherever they move. And so it's about 15 degrees, but you can't look at the edges directly because it moves with your eyes. So we like to say it's an unlimited field of view.
This breakthrough invention has been in development for the last 10 years and has already received over $100 million or 77 million pounds in funding. Mojo Vision CEO Drew Perkins said, "Mojo has a vision for invisible computing, where you have the information you want when you want it and are not bombarded or distracted by data when you don't. The company's goal is to reduce our dependence on screens by putting the display on our eye. By projecting a micro-LED display directly onto the retina, Mojo Vision has managed to create a virtual teleprompter, navigation instructions, and other interactions that appear floating in your field of vision. The contact lens uses unique, purpose-built microelectronics and the world's densest microdisplay with 14,000 pixels per inch resolution.
The heart of the lens is the world's smallest and densest micro-LED display.
That's the thing in the center.
That's the thing in the center. We had to invent that ourselves. So it's a 0.5 millimeter across with a density of 14,000 pixels per inch. Okay. Which is by far the densest display you're ever going to find.
The company has also developed a solution that allows you to click on an icon by concentrating on it and turn it off by looking away or blinking. The lens is discreet and does not change your appearance, making it perfect for professional and social situations. The Mojo Vision contact lens is even connected to the internet, which means you can get instant access to information based on your surroundings. For example, it can show you the way to the nearest gym or supermarket. Also, the company has received approval from the US Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, as a breakthrough device to test the contact lens to help people with visual impairments, such as macular degeneration or retinitis pigmentosa. Mojo Vision envisions business applications for workers or specialists who need real-time information in their field of vision without bulky headsets. So get ready to say goodbye to those clunky headsets and hello to the Mojo Vision contact lens. The lens is not yet available for commercial launch, but with the FDA's approval, it's only a matter of time before we see this game-changing invention in action. Mike Weimer, a co-founder at Mojo Vision, had this to say.
We think it's a really exciting new category with a lot of opportunity. If we can kind of change the way the relationship that we have with some of our screens and actually make things less intrusive by letting us look and feel human, right? A contact lens that is very subtle and hard to notice.
But why does any of this even matter? Well, many in Silicon Valley believe that AR will become as ubiquitous as smartphones. Most experiments with AR have focused on glasses or headsets. In 2014, there was Google Glass, and Apple Glass is expected to hit the market soon. In addition, a variety of wearables are already available on the market that incorporate AR technology, such as the Amazon Echo Frame, Vuzix Blade Upgraded, and Ray-Ban Stories. They tend to be heavy, leaving the wearers looking and feeling like Geordi LaForge from Star Trek. That's why Mojo Vision went straight to a hands-free and light option. They are making AR more discreet and consumer-friendly, basically projecting the visuals directly onto our retinas. This could significantly impact real-world applications, especially in industries or environments where the aforementioned types of wearables are impractical. A good example is when riding a bike.
Some of the early use cases that we're looking at are really focused on sports and athletics and performance, where you want to have eyes-up information when you're running or skiing or cycling.
During any seriously engaging sports, you need to be aware of your surroundings. You need to ensure that you can look at the information quickly and move on. With Mojo Vision's contact lenses, important information can be easily overlaid without getting in the way. So why is this such a big deal? For starters, it could literally revolutionize the way we receive and interact with information. Think about it. Instead of pulling out our phones or listening in on headsets, we could simply look into the corner of our vision and see important notifications or instructions. Basically, having a computer in the palm of your hand, or eye. Also, Mojo Vision's contact lenses would be handy in professions like medicine or engineering, where workers need to have access to real-time information as fast as possible. It would be so cool. For instance, a surgeon seeing their patient's vitals in real time, or an engineer seeing hard-to-reach parts inside a machine will definitely improve job efficiency. Also, they can potentially change the game for people with poor vision and first responders alike. These lenses can enhance images in real time by adjusting contrast and lighting, making seeing details in low light conditions easier. But that's not all. There's even a zoom feature that can help you see facial expressions from afar. How cool is that? But the real magic lies in how these lenses could be used in high-stress environments like firefighting. Imagine being able to see the outlines of objects in smoke-filled rooms and track the locations of other team members, all without taking your focus away from the task at hand. The lenses could even display your oxygen levels without the user fumbling around for a device, device. I mean, talk about a game changer. And it gets even better. Mojo is working on a version of the lenses for the rest of us. We'll have access to location data, weather updates, and even translations right in your line of sight without pulling out your phone. It's like having an invisible computer or a personal assistant right in your eyes.